And good Monday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather as we begin a new week and getting closer to the end of October. What is it, a week and a half? We'll have Halloween. That's coming up pretty close. And before long, and we'll talk about that this morning, time change. November the 7th is the day that you'll fall back 1 hour. Means you'll probably show up early to places, won't it? We'll see. All that's on the way this morning that we'll talk about. Candace will be here at 8. I hope you'll join us as we'll talk about all the stories and things that went on around the nation over the weekend, and locally as well. China, something to watch. We'll discuss all of that as well this morning. Chilly. Have you noticed that? Have you cracked a door today? 43 right now as you're waking up. And we'll get up to 74, but that's perfect weather. 74, we can't complain about that at all. But 43, we'll get down to another 40-degree night tonight as well. We'll discuss all of that here in just a moment to let you know. Let's head off to radar, take a look at what's going on across the nation of what we've got as we pull this up. All clear across the deep south. A little bit of fog showing up in Alabama and Tennessee and a little bit in Georgia there. But overall, we've got a pretty good forecast today as you back out and take a look at this. A few rain drops out in California, Nevada, and we also have some up in the New York area. Nothing bad, though. That's good. As we zoom across here, look at that. That looks great for us here in Mississippi. And again, this fog, if you're going to be in Alabama today, let's zoom in on this of where this is. And this is light. This is not anything heavy north of Birmingham as we look at all of this. As we come across here, this is going to be all good Alabama, also area right there, which is Arkadelphia, Alabama. Those areas got a little bit this morning. Again, nothing bad. You can handle all of that as you make your plans to go where you're going. Georgia, they're southeast of Macon, a little bit heavier there, but looks good, doesn't it? I think so. All right, let's back out and get into the forecast of what to expect this week, of what we've got from the National Weather Service, and just see where it all heads to.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we look at our record highs and record lows, 2016, and believe it or not, that was 5 years ago. Whew. So it's been that long since the election. High of 91 on 2016. Our record low was set 1948 today. It was a cool 33 degrees. That's chilly. As we look at what's going on, here's the forecast for today. Again, 74 for Meridian as we go up through Philadelphia. The same goes on right on up through toward Winston County, all those areas. Columbus will see 75. As we go south, Hattiesburg, 74 today, and out to our west, Vicksburg always a little bit warmer. 76 there in Vicksburg, and in the Delta, 75 today is expected. As we cut across to the land of Alabama, 74 in Tuscaloosa, and it'll be that way through Livingston, Geiger, all these areas in Epps, Alabama as well. Down to Gilberttown, Alabama, 74 also. As we go over to Troy, down to the Dothan, Alabama area, 75 is what they're looking at in those areas there. Nothing to complain about. Sunshine in Mississippi and Alabama all across the board. We can't beat that. Now, the tropics still looks good. We don't have anything brewing out in the Atlantic that would affect the Gulf of Mexico at all. So we're happy over that, and well, we hope it remains that way until all that goes away. This is going to be Emergency Preparedness Week. And that's that second round of tornadoes, everybody, they want you to be prepared for. So you'll hear some sirens this week and things of that nature. We'll go over all of that. As we look at the temperatures this week, 60-day outlook on that. Mississippi above average there. Texas way above it as you'll look at that. But Mississippi, we're getting there, likely above our temperatures. All right, New York, those areas look great. As we look at this breakdown of the forecast this week, and here's what we've got. Let's get into this of what we've got today. Sunshine, 74 down tonight. Again, chilly. 45 is what the National Weather Service says. Mine's going with a tad warmer, 47 for a low. We'll see. By tomorrow, 75, 57 for a low as we climb out of the 40s, and we'll be a little bit warmer for the most part this week. As we get to Wednesday, 78. And by Thursday, we do have a 40 to 50% chance of showers. National Weather Service gives it a 50% chance. My system's giving it a 40%. And this is the overnight hours. Starting on Wednesday night, you'll have a 30% chance after 1 a.m. leading in the daytime Thursday with that 40% chance of rain. And by Friday, that's moving out. Temperatures will start to dip a little bit there. 75 on Friday, 74 on Saturday. But none of the temps are bad at all as we look at this. Really, really good. All right, as we go ahead to the end of the month, let's look at that. Temps through November the 1st. And we're already talking November, so that means after that Halloween, you'll be digging around trying to find that turkey, doesn't it? We've got a couple of days that will be a little bit warmer. The 25th headed toward 80, and by the 27th, we're back into the 70s, and by the 1st of November, we're down to 71. Great looking weather there. So we've got some things to be excited about as the temps finally start to take a change. No one's going to complain over all that. We can handle a 80-degree day here or there. Nothing to worry about there. So deer hunting, that is happening now. Don't forget the Battle of the Bucks are going to be kicking off. We'll be having Jay's results of who's in the lead and all of that. You can drop your deer off at Jay's Taxidermy Equipment. As we look at the outlook for today, a minor time was in the early, or the major time was before daylight, like 1 a.m. So our second major time today is going to be around lunchtime, 11:30 to about 1:30 this afternoon. Minor time right there at dark if you're jumping off work. Winds today, light northeast wind becoming east 5 to 10 this morning. Matters when you're out in the woods which way that's blowing there. So sunset's going to happen at 6:25 this afternoon. Something to think on there as you get ready for deer season. Still a few fields to plant. Hadn't got them already yet. I'm working on that. We've got some good mornings to say this morning. Let's see here who's up and at 'em. Charlene Gaddy, how are you doing? Also, Miss LaWanda Grantham, Laura Lee, Linda Culpepper, good morning. Sylvia Stewart, Janice Bounds, Rachel Grapple, how are you? Charlotte Edwards is up as well. Steve and Wanda McKinnon, Donna Roseman, also James Sullivan, how are you today? Sandy White, up and at 'em, Connie Johns, and Tom Sykes. Hello there. Also, Bree Packer, along with, let's see here, Joyce Arrington, Stamper. Almost left that hyphenated name off, didn't I? You thought you had me. Thanks, Joyce. But again, we love to have hear from where you're watching each and every day. I hope you'll join us for that. Again, as I said, we're coming up this morning at 8 o'clock. We'll have Candace coming in. Bill Clinton officially out of the hospital now. He spent 5 days there. Other things going on that are a little bit more important. We'll discuss all of those today as well. All that begins at 8. Join us. We'll put it together and let you know exactly what's going on in and around. Jackson, it's just really hard to keep up with. Over the weekend at a nightclub, 3 people were killed. We've had that happen in Meridian, too. But it's just one thing after another. Also, we'll tell you about, have y'all seen that? The meth bust on I-20, a motorhome. 36 pounds of meth was hauled in. At least it's off the street there. All that's coming up, and also we'll tell you about what went on in Columbia, Mississippi with the toilet paper bandit. Y'all have seen things getting rolled locally, but boy, they had fun with it in Columbia, Mississippi. We'll tell you about all of that coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. Thanks for dropping by and spending a few moments with me. Good morning, Miss Mary Odom. I'm glad you're there as well. We'll see you soon. Here's Scotty Ray's weather.
Scotty Ray's weather is brought to you by